Hey everybody, this is Dr. Maharaja Subramanian with one more video tip on growing your business to the next level. And in this video, I want to answer a question which gets frequently asked, too frequently asked in terms like, Dr. Maharaja, how do I get in more leads? How do I get in more prospects, more qualified prospects? How can I get more people to whom I can pitch, make my offer, and then close them as my sale? So that's what I'm going to be answering over here. Yes, I've done a lot of videos and I'll be doing in a lot of videos explaining the finer details of lead generation. So however, in this, I'm going to be sharing with you a technique in terms like what you need to get on and start implementing starting today. So what is the tip? The tip is simply this. I want you to focus on in terms of three things. Number one, engaging. Second thing is to get into a conversation, and the third thing is getting introduced or introducing your offer to 10 new people every single day. It can be 10, it can be one person, it can be 5 people, it can be 10, it can be 25, it can be 5. You decide the number. However, the minimum requirement, the suitable requirement that I will say is 10 people every single day. What do you do with those 10 people? Number one, you start engaging them. Number two, you start having a conversation with them. And number three is like, you start getting introduced and introduce your offer. Let me get on the deeper, finer details of all the three things. Number one, start engaging. Find 10 people and start engaging with them, trying to understand their problems, their pain points, their desires, and all those things, and look at how your offer can be of better value for them and help them to achieve the results that they are seeking to achieve. Okay, so in that way you can find out how much the market really needs, what you have to offer, and how you can customize your sales copy, your marketing copy, your sales messages, marketing messages, and all those stuff in terms like getting on and getting better connected with the market, and having in a better conversion ratio. How do you replan your copywriting messages, your sales messages, your marketing messages? All those things make a lot of sense. For that, start engaging with people. That's number one. Number two, with the same thing in terms of engagement, a lot of people just don't know. They don't know. They may know about your industry, they may know about your competitors, they may just know about your brand name or something. However, they may clearly not know how you can help them or why they should buy from you. For that matter, you need to both engage with them and also have a conversation with them in terms like us answering their questions. Like a lot of them have the frequently asked questions in the mind. Some of them, they may ask it. A lot of them may not ask it. A lot of them may not even know what questions they need to ask so that they can make a so that they can make a better buying decision. And chances are a better buying decision may be actually buying from you or buying from someone else. Whichever way it is, like how can you help them to make that decision? That's something that's very important. And for that, you need to get into a conversation with them. So start having conversations, start having engagement, introduce yourself, okay, and introduce your offer to your potential people and help them to become your qualified prospects so that they can then go ahead and if it's the right fit, then they can go ahead and buy from you, or you can also make a sales pitch. So rather than going and speaking with everybody and just pushing a sales message in a random manner, rather start engaging them, start having a conversation. That's something that's very important. The third aspect, get introduced and introduce. So this is something that has two variations. The first thing I said is get introduced. So how can you get introduced? You can go and check on with a lot of influencers. You can go and check on with potential JV partners. You can go and check on with your existing customers, with your existing vendors, and ask them, hey, now that you're able to see, if you're able to see so much value in our offer, can you recommend us to other people, to other potential prospects and buyers to whom we need to approach? We need to introduce ourselves. We need to introduce our offers. We need to engage with them and do all those stuff, and be able to potentially give them some samples, or get in some references, get in some recommendations, give them reassurances and all those stuff. That's something that's very, very important. So who is it that the potential people who can introduce you to your target market? Make a list of them. Those are the people who are they? Your already existing highly satisfied customers, because if they are highly satisfied, for sure they will be having friends whom they will recommend your product or your service or your training programs or whichever it is. So get in touch with them and ask them for introductions. That's number one. Number two, find out people with whom you can get into a joint venture partnership, or in terms of an affiliate partnership or something like that, where you can then go and make a pitch and start engaging and getting into a conversation and eventually end up making a sales pitch to their audience. That way you can just expand your market reach. That way you can expand, adding more people to your marketing funnel, to your sales funnel, and to your branding funnel, to your message, and all those stuff. Okay. And the third step is find out creative and innovative ways in terms like how you can introduce yourself, your offer to other people, and do that in a consistent manner. Do that in a consistent manner. That's something that's very, very important. A lot of people think that yes, the market knows that I have this to offer. However, how it is really going to help them, trust me, the market is clueless. You may have the best product. However, if your market doesn't knows you, if your market is not, if your target market is clueless about how those features that your product has, how the features that your service has, how the features or the things that you cover in your training program, if your target market is clueless about it, about the benefits that they can receive, then they are not going to buy from you. They may not even know or think of you as one of the potential people from whom they need to buy. They may not even have you in the list of things to buy. Okay, for that you have to introduce yourself. So now the three things you have to do it. What are those three things? Number one, engage with them. Number two, have a conversation with them. And how do you do it? Either by getting introduced and also introducing about yourself, your product, your service, your offer, and all the features and all the benefits that you can bring in to your potential prospects, to your potential customers. Okay, that's something that you have to do it. How many people do it? Do it at least to 10 people a day. Do at least to 10 people a day. That way, you can build up a base of 3,600 people every single year. Now, can 10 be 100? The answer is yes. Can 10 be 50? The answer is yes. Can 10 be even just one person or 5 people? The answer is again yes. The key is consistency. The key over here is really being able to be consistent about it. And with that as a goal, how can I reach out consistently to at least 10 people or whatever number? You select the number. My preferred number is at least 10. Okay, how can I engage with them? How can I have a conversation with them? How can I get introduced to them? How can I introduce my benefits and the best offer that I have that they need to buy today, or if it is a right match that they can buy from me today, or maybe 1 month down the line or 1 year down the line, get introduced. And for that, then you reverse work. This is the vision. Then you reverse work on it and create a strategy in terms like how much of it is going to be over the phone, how much of it is going to be, through online, how much of it is going to be through live online, or through a webinar, or through a sales copy, or through a blog post. All those things you have to reverse work and then start executing it every single day. Put it in your calendar. Maybe okay, first 10 minutes of the day, this is what I'm going to do. First 1 hour of the day, this is what I'm going to do. Post lunch, first 1 hour, this is what I'm going to do. So like that, put it really in your calendar, and that's the way you can, really go ahead and build your database, build your list of potential prospects, potential qualified prospects. A qualified prospect is much more valuable than, just any prospect or anybody in the market. All right, that's something that's very important, and that way you can eventually lead on to having better sales, better leads, better sales, and better profits. Done consistently over a period of time, it produces what a lot of people also refer to as a snowball effect, or after a point of time, the number will be such a huge mass that you will have a lot of sales and you will have a lot of profits, and you'll be able to do it in a very easy manner. So if you're building a business, especially for a long-term basis, this is something that you need to focus on every single day. So ask yourself every single day when you wake up, who are the 10 people that I'm going to reach out today? How am I going to reach out to them? And what is it that I'm going to share with them? If you are able to start with these 3 questions and really able to execute it, trust me, over a period of time, you will be in a much better winning position in terms of growing your business to the next level. So this is Dr. Maharaja Subramanian wishing you a great business success. Have a great day. Bye-bye.